Hey guys, welcome back to S.H.Figuarts Unboxing. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. And today we're going to take a look at Dasin toy Sakuragi Hanamichi from Slam Dunk. Again, this is a third-party company. They seem to be doing really well with these Slam Dunk figures. And here's the left of the box, here's the right of the box, and here's the back of the box. And that's not wasting any more time, and bust this thing open and see what we got. And here we have the figures still in their inner packaging, and let's check it out. Alright, so here we have the figure itself, and I think the figure looks pretty good for the most part, especially consider the fact that this is not an official release, but I do feel like the proportion looks a little bit off to me, especially the shoulder. I think it's sitting a little bit too low, and overall the figure looks way too skinny in my opinion. I think that's the main reason why it's stopping me from getting the whole team. But this is a $20 figure, so I'm not going to complain too much, and let's just take a closer look at the figure. The cloth disc feels really durable. I don't think you're gonna break this anytime soon, and the joints are really tight and durable. The overall build quality is really good for a third-party company. And yeah, let's jump straight into the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. He can look up about this much, look down about this much, and he can turn his head no problem. And his shoulder is just on a ball joint. You can raise his arm up about this much, and you do get bicep swivel. You can curl about this much, and you do get the ball wrist. And for the ab crunch, you can bend forward about this much, which is quite a lot. Bend backwards about this much. Have some really good side-to-side movement. And for the leg, you can kick up about this high, bend about this much, thigh swivels, side-to-side pivot, and no toe hinges. I believe that's it for the articulation. Feels pretty nice. And let's check out some accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default face, and I think it looks pretty good for the most part, but I feel like the hair could use some shading. The sculpt just doesn't look sharp enough. And next up, we get a shouting face. And for the interchangeable hands, first off we get a pair of display open hands. Another pair of open palms. I think these are for holding the basketball. And next up we get a pair of hands to hold the basketball. And lastly we get a pointing finger to the right, and I believe that's it for the accessories, and let's check out some action poses. Anyways, that was just some quick posing, and I hope you guys enjoyed them. And after playing around with it, I feel like the lower body articulation for this figure is really lacking. There are just a lot of poses I can't do without proper ankle pivot and toe hinge. And yeah, I digress, and let's check out some size comparison. And for the size comparison, let us start with some Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts. I think he's a little bit tall, but consider the fact that he's a basketball player, it's not too bad, but he looks more of a 110 scale to me. And next up, we have some Naruto and Street Fighter's S.H.Figuarts. And then we have some Mesco 112 collective figures. Some Dasin toy figure from the same company. And lastly, we have some Figma figures. And let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I honestly don't recommend the figure unless you are a huge fan of the series. The figure is a little bit too tall for my personal collection, but that's more of a personal preference because some of you might not care for scale, but I just can't get over the lack of lower body articulation. It really limits the figure. And again, I think the figure is way too skinny. And yeah, I think that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. They are expanding on the line. They're coming out with color variants and some other team members, but I don't know. I think I'm done for the line for now. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.